15th of May 2023. Let's have a crazy technical outlook, shall we? Let's go. Disclaimer apply as usual. All right, so this is the Dow Jones for today, and you can see the Dow is basically trending downwards. But because today OP is 33,267, so we can see this morning straight away the market been buying. And the MLP 33,293 has been a very strong support. So both of them gave the strong buy signal. Now, the thing is to watch out for is that the KSI is actually red in red in color. So by right, we should have some selling pressure, but because KCX is black, so which means that the buying momentum will be there. So if you look at it overall, if you look at the 5-minute chart of Dow Jones, right, you will notice that this morning you cannot, from morning until now, there's no way you can go for short. Why? Because you can see once the market started trading, okay, in during the GTH hour, the golden trading hour, you can see that the market started to stay above the opening price of the day. And look at it, all the way the boys have been buying based on our indicator, and the momentum has been very bullish. So every time the blue arrow pop up only, right, you can see it's time to buy and time to buy, time to buy. Wow, this is really one-way traffic. All right, so the thing is this right now, right, for those who have been following our TWB system would have profited from there. Congratulations. All right, so for the long haul, for today itself, right, as long as the market stays above OP, you cannot do anything on the sell side. But once the market breaks OP, which is 33,293, then it'll be a very strong sell, right? Very strong sell. And if the market do come down, it may test 33,150 because that's a MA200. Now, upside today, I think we'll see this number, 33,483. I think this number is going to be the first resistance level the market will have, okay? All right, so that is the Dow Jones. Let's look at the NASDAQ, shall we? Now, NASDAQ basically this morning gapped down a little bit and then buy up again. Now, by right, the market opens below pivot 2, should be a sell. But once the market goes above pivot 2, above OP, that's it. The pivot 2 impact is annihilated. And now the thing is that the market now is trading back above pivot 2, so it's a very strong buying signal. So if the NASDAQ continue, it may go all the way to the next pivot, which is, let me take a look. The next pivot itself is trading at 13,465, so it's about 80 points from where we are. Do you think it's possible? Well, as long as the market wants to go up, right, there's something is impossible. Now, one thing is that the KSI is green and the KCX is black, so that's why the strength is there. So as long as you can see over here where the KSI is green and KCX is momentumly black, you can see that the market basically have all the impact and strength to push up. So every time it pulls back down again, it just bounce up again. That is why I say if you combine KSI and KCX together, you will have a very strong trade. Now, this is S&P 500. S&P 500 now is trading higher above OP 4117. Interestingly, the KSI is red, but the KCX is black. So that means that there's some selling pressure from the top, right? But then it will not really close at day low. And you can see that there's a lot of tails at the top. So I'm not half surprised to see this same thing repeating later on, because we are all now waiting for the new announcement from the debt ceiling, all right? Okay, well, we're finishing on the US, the S&P, the upside will be 4152, we're 12 points away. Downside, if the market breaks OP, then very easily it will hit 4096. All right, so you need to watch out for all this information. Very, very important. All right, so that is done. Let's look at China for a quick one first. China market today did an outstanding recovery. Now, on Friday, the market pierced down below 13,000, and I thought that that's the end. But today, I think the boys came in to save the day. They pumped up the price, crossed 13,000, and pushed it up all the way to the moving average, okay, which is MA200 and MA150. And the way it closed itself is incredible. It stayed exactly right below the MA30. And but the thing is the key point is that it actually touched the MA200 and pulled back. It's very technical, guys. Okay, so what do I expect this to happen? Very simple. Because the market now stays above the 13,000, it's a psychological level. So likelihood it will challenge this again, which is that 13,183. And anything higher than that, so we will see going back up again to 13,400 level. All right, if you ask me, that's something that we don't want. So let us take a look and see how it goes, because we want it cheap, right? So of course, if the market tomorrow pull back, then of course the first downside will be back to 13,000 again. All right, this 10,000 has been a very strong benchmark for the longest of time. You can see that every time it just bounces around here for all the traders. Pretty cool, yeah? Okay, all right, that's done with the China A50. Let's go back to the chart, shall we? All right, so this S&P. Let's look at the Hang Seng. As today we mentioned, Hang Seng today was supposed to go down, closing near the low, but today the extremity came out. And of course, for that purpose, you know that 19,457 is a very important technical point, which the market picked it up instantly. And then after that, when the market stays above OP, the first target it went was pivot 1, which the market basically was annihilated from the at that point as the price push up all the way to the next technical, which is that MA30 19,943. That was the next technical point. So and the market really went there. So if you ask me, right, if this would this means that the market will go up down? So by right, it's a new color change. Red to yellow is a buy, but of course, I say again, we're going to see how it goes today. Then let us for tomorrow, so they can know what to do. Yeah, but today itself is very clear. Right? All right, let's look at DAX now. DAX has just opened. DAX opened with a gap up and now it's pullback. Now today's this DAX is an inverse pivot. Yeah, inverse pivot means the market will be prone to trade down to trade either towards the 2 pivot level. So in this case, it's 15,863, and the market now is trading lower. Now the KSI is green, KCX is black, means they are pretty okay. The market should be pretty okay for DAX, but now it's trading below OP, right? So if that's the case, then most likely you may test the pivot 2 at 15,863. If we stay there, then rebound, that's fine. But of course, if it breaks down from there, I do suspect there's some selling down, and that may go all the way down. Let me just take a double check on this. This may go all the way down to here, which is about 15,500. Yeah, 15,500. Okay, so that is the target level for DAX if it actually breaks below the pivot 2. Okay, so there's DAX for you. Let's look at FTSE, shall we? Okay, FTSE. FTSE just open up, gap up, try to test the MA30, but take a miss. The MA30 is 7802, the high of 7794. I suspect that will be the resistance for now. Now the market is saying above pivot 1, so by right is strong. But if the market breaks below pivot 1 and start to come off, right, then the next wave it might be going all the way down to 7665. Okay. All right, so that is the FTSE for you. The Nikkei, well, this morning have a pretty good run on Nikkei. Nikkei opens straight away, shot up all the way, and then touches the pivot 1. So same thing, guys, when the KSI is green, KCX is black, and the market day chart, if you're doing day chart only, once it open, you can go for the long or for the short, but that's only based on for Nikkei, yeah? Right, it doesn't work for US, Dow Jones, and NASDAQ, all right? It doesn't really work. Okay, we're done with that. Let's look at crude oil round. Crude oil basically has recovered a little bit as of today, went low 69.40, but now it recovered back to 70.05. Now, the thing is this for this oil right now, I think that the market must break $68 to really create a panic. Then they can come in to buy again. If not, around here itself, I don't think it's enough. I think the market really need to push it up to $71.61 so that you can go and try the big league. At the moment now, it's too vulnerable, yeah? Okay, we're done with that as a currency market. Now for FTSE, for dollar yen, it's trading higher now. Above OP is a buy, and it's above MA30, above MA200. So everything's a buy. KSI is green, KCX is black. So perfect, guys. This is going to be the perfect. And you're going to see the price going all the way up to 136.66. Okay, that means that if dollar yen push up higher, we can see 136.66 coming in. Now KSI is green, KCX is black, so it's very good upside. So the only reason why this is happening because probably the dollar is actually strengthening, right? So that is probably one of the reasons why. Okay. Now this is euro. Euro is kind of trying to, it went down initially, but then there's a very strong KCB at 1.0839. Now it's back to 10871. So I think that the market is kind of resisted around this area. If the KSI and KCX still pointing downwards, then I think that any breakdown below OP should bring it back down to 1.08 level. Yeah. So it's something to take note of that. All right. So anything else? Let's take a look on the pound. So this is pound. Pound has also recovered, opened, and now go back to above pivot 1. So by right, if pound can stay above 1.2483, then of course, yeah, it must be more than BTI because of the whatever's happening right now. So 1.2509 is MA30. So we're going to give you a miss. All right. Okay. All right. So what we have right now is all the currencies done. The indices is covered. Okay. So now that the this gold and silver. Now gold this morning open up straight away, recover because it's DJDD directional day. So gold is moving up. Now there's a very strong resistance at 2020, which I suspect that this is where the resistance is. And truth be told, there's some resistance over here right now. And of course, the good part is that it's above OP and the MLP. So overall, it's a very should be seeing a much higher upside. So let's see whether they can break 2020 again to see how the upside. If it goes up, right, most likely you may have to come and test this point, which is 2029. Okay, so that is my personal take on this. All right, so we're done in gold as well as silver. For silver itself, right, it has plunged on this Thursday, and now it's trading lower, but then it's highly supported by a pivot one. So if the market stays above $23.95, then I think that there's a high chance that we can see a higher movement here itself. Okay, now for KSI is red, KCX is blue, so that means that there's some selling pressure. So we had to watch out for this because this is not a good sign. Yeah. Okay, so silver, they should let it drop further to $3.30 will be a better price. Okay, we are done with gold and silver. Let's look at Bitcoin, Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin basically tries to recover. You can see it went down low to about 76.07, and then now it's recovering. But of course, that is basically very selected because things are just keeping up. So for Bitcoin, if you ask me, I think that we will see it coming up to 27,977 again, just for a quick one. But overall, we can see that everybody did enjoy the momentum. So the only thing that let's see whether the Bitcoin can go back to 28,000. But of course, if this is just only the iceberg and then things will get sour, then of course the selling will bring it down all the way to 26.71, right? Which obviously itself, right, we don't know how it's being done here, right? But you need to watch out for the market. All right, so that's Bitcoin, and last one is Ethereum. You can see Ethereum now is trying its best to recover above the OP at 1797. So the MA30 is 1857, sorry. I believe that that's where the Ethereum will be going up towards this point here. KSI is green, KCX is blue. So there's going to be a slow movement here, but I think that is where this Ethereum will be going for 1857. All right, guys, that will be all for today on the technical side. Hope you enjoyed this session. Remember, guys, trading is definitely not difficult. As long as you follow the colors, things can be easier, right? Trade with the boys. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.